Sam Bankman-Fried, cryptocurrency executive, founder of the exchange FTX, has been arrested. He was arrested by federal authorities in the Bahamas. We have an extradition. The U.S. has an extradition treaty with them, so that's how that was able to work. But here he is on a Twitter space last night, right? Is that the case? At least right before he was arrested, hours before, merely, essentially claiming that despite the fact that there was an overwhelming amount of evidence, despite the fact that there were $8 billion in missing funds that were unaccounted for, and he was trying to claim it was an accounting error, and the fact that the SEC had launched a multi-billion-dollar civil lawsuit against him, Sam Bankman-Fried maintained his arrogant posture to the very end on this Twitter space, saying, I don't think I'll be arrested.
It's very difficult for me to move right now and travel because just like the paparazzi effect is quite large. I'm not sure.
Are you worried you might be detained if you stepped foot into the U.S.?
I don't believe I would be, but I haven't done a deep dive into that. At some point, that's something I have to think harder about.
Well, maybe he should have done a bit of a deeper dive, spoken to his lawyers a bit, because due diligence would have told him that, yeah, he was about to be arrested hours later.
He says I haven't taken a deep dive into whether or not I'm going to be arrested if I return to the States. The same way I say I haven't done a deep dive into the fall of the Roman Empire.
The War of the Roses or something
I mean, he really is leaning into this wide-eyed boy, young tech or / finance genius thing where he just has this big picture ideology, and that's why he can miss $8 billion going from the cryptocurrency exchange to his fund that is connected to it, funneling money from people using that exchange that should, if it was regulated, and it shouldn't be, cryptocurrency should go away. It should be just basically deemed illegal, frankly, and these exchanges should be as well. But if it were regulated like a banking, this would, in theory, not be allowed. But he very likely committed fraud, and he was supposed to be testifying in front of the House Banking Committee today. Looks like he won't be able to show. So,
yeah, it'll just be the Enron guy.
Just that guy.
Yeah.
Another, since Elon Musk, we can't escape him. This was a tweet of his from November 13th. So literally a month to the day where this happened. As if this guy couldn't be more wrong on a daily basis. SBF was a major Democratic donor, so no investigation. There won't be an investigation into SBF. Whoops. There is both an SEC civil suit and an investigation into and now he's been arrested. And so the claims about him being a major Democratic donor now have been proven false from the horse's mouth in and of himself.
Well, it wasn't it that he was a Dem donor, but he also donated to the Republicans.
Yes. So false is not the right word. It's just missing a ton of context. Right. He wanted to be publicly facing as a major Democratic donor, and that there's audio of him admitting openly, I did the same amount of money to Republicans, but through dark money groups. One, because Republicans are more open to that kind of shadiness, and two, because I think he wanted to maintain a certain perception. Yeah. You have Kirsten Gillibrand laundering cryptocurrency in the Senate. You have Bill Clinton on stage and Tony Blair with him at these conferences organized in the Bahamas, promoting cryptocurrency. And then you can kind of be like, oh, I'm a left of center tech billionaire, I'm not a bad guy. And that's why the Democratic donations are in public. But now, the right-wing response to this was initially, the Biden administration, they're protecting him because he's a major Democratic donor, he's a liberal. And now you're seeing this shift, after this arrest, And two, at least, I mean, maybe some Republicans are acknowledging that audio, but maybe not. But now they're saying, well, they just didn't want him testifying in front of Congress because then he would have been able to speak publicly. So now they're trying to keep him quiet, and that's why they're arresting him. Goalpost shifts everywhere. So.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like the same thing with, I mean, so much is, particularly post Citizens United, there's money to make all these things sort of partisan and try to make an issue that everybody, like, it's so funny to watch Greenwald say, like, SBF was in deep with the Democratic Party. Greenwald was saying the left is too anti-crypto because Hillary Clinton says she's anti-crypto. And there's no consistency there. It's all because he's working for Republicans. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a Ponzi scheme. People are comparing this to Bernie Madoff, but Bernie Madoff went to prison because he ripped off wealthy people. And if Sam Bankman-Fried goes to prison, it'll be because he can be a sacrificial lamb for the crypto industry, when really what this should be used as is as a wedge to shut it down.
Kill it.
Kill it. I don't want what Kirsten Gillibrand says and saying, you know, we just need to regulate this industry. Cory Booker as well. No coincidence, by the way, that they both are in
it's corruption.
The near the proximity of the major crypto capital, which is the city, New York City. So that's where they're getting these donations from, and that's why they're saying this stuff.
Do you guys want to know? Do you guys want to hear a part of a statement from New York Democrat Richie Torres to Punchbowl News about the SBF arrest?
One of the biggest Israel hawks in the House. Yes.
We have to be careful not to defame the character of a whole industry based on the misconduct of one person. Sam Bankman-Fried is not representative of crypto finance any more than Bernie Madoff is representative of conventional finance.
Mm-hmm.
Please.
Yeah, he is exactly representative of
that guy.
The crypto
He's more
industry.
representative of crypto than Bernie is to finance, and I'm not trying to defend finance with that.
No, right, exactly. It's just crypto is less regulated,
and it shouldn't be regulated.
And our finance, it should not exist. It should not exist. There are environmental impacts. It's also a Ponzi. It is a Ponzi scheme, or it's a pyramid scheme. Is a more apt way to speak about it. It is a pyramid scheme designed to rip off regular people under the guise of democratizing finance. It is a lie. It should die. And so, like, that's why do you think that Booker and Gillibrand are promoting regulating crypto? They understand, the crypto industry understands that they need regulation because it gives them legitimacy. Anyway, kill it.
Yep.